Today is Tuesday, August 26th. This is the 67-week update. I started compound tirzepatide 67 weeks ago on May 13th, 2024. On April 16th, 2024, just 4 weeks prior, I had hit a recorded high of 207 for that year. I've been much heavier in prior years, but I don't have it recorded anywhere, so we'll just start with April of last year. That puts me down 39 pounds since April, and about 36 pounds since compound tirzepatide, because week 67, my low weigh-in was 169.6, which puts me down 0.4 pounds from the week prior. I'm so happy to report that I am getting closer and closer to consistently meeting my goal of an average of 10,000 steps per day over the course of a week. For example, let's take a look at my screenshots here. You will see that the first week of April, I hit an average of 6,000 steps per day for the week. And then the following week, again, I hit almost exactly the same amount of steps as the week prior on average. And then the third week of August, I'm so happy to finally prove to myself that even these incremental increases and improvements, they add up pretty fast. It's just a testament to not be so hard on yourself. Just take those little steps and add from the prior progress. So by week 3, I had hit an average of 8,000 steps per day for the week. And last week, I hit an average of 10,000 steps per day for the week. And I'm happy to report that for this week, I put my weeks Sunday through Saturday. It's just easier for me because that is how it works for my work week as well. My job looks at the week as a Sunday through Saturday. But yeah, I'm well on my way to hitting that same average again, so that hopefully from here on out, I will continue to stay out of my way. And if it means walking in circles around my neighborhood to get my 10,000 steps for the day, which is super boring, yes, I am on my phone the entire time. Whatever you got to do to get it done, girl. Do not stress about it. And if it means once the weather turns and I am on my walking pad for a torturous hour to get my 10,000 steps, then that's what I'll have to do. Maybe I'll just find a show or put on a good playlist to get done what needs to be done, because it's only beneficial. If you haven't heard already, walking is one of the most underrated ways to just get some movement in your life. Girl, you have to walk. You have to walk in order to, hold on. Walking, if you're able to, let me rephrase this. Walking, if you are able to, is one of the best ways to get moving. Or maybe you are in a mobility device and you need to start rolling more if you're able to use your arms. Whatever sort of movement you can do that maybe is not very appealing. It sounds boring. Sometimes it's the boring things that be the most beneficial and the easiest to implement. Okay, so what am I eating? Well, let me tell you, it has been since August 16th, so 10 days since I've last consumed alcohol. I can notice a difference in my face already. August 17th, the next day, was when I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore either. That was the last time I ate a bag of candy. And August 18th, I was just on a roll because I was sick of myself. Anytime you get sick of yourself, leverage that into catapulting your life into new and better habits, okay? That's what I've learned in the past year and a half. August 18th was the last time having store-bought processed bread or wheat products, whether it was sweet or savory. And I'm proud of that too. All of that is for a variety of reasons. I felt like all 3 of those things were holding me back from making progress in my physical appearance, whether it was my weight, muscle tone, or my skin, because I've mentioned before I struggle with eczema. And it also is a challenge to myself that if I want to have amazing results, I need to do some things a little bit out of the ordinary, things that have always been very difficult for me. But because of tirzepatide having such a profound effect on impulse control and what feels to be like addictive behavior or habits, that's something else I need to leverage. It cannot be stressed enough. Like, don't get so caught up in who you were, who you used to be, how you viewed yourself. Like, let go of that identity and form your new identity. So I'm glad I wrote this down, because I have tried countless times over the years to stop drinking alcohol, to stop eating bags of candy and binging on sugar. And I have not successfully been able to do that without white knuckling it the rest of the way. So, come to find out, yes, I have thought about it. Yes, there's been a few nights in the past 10 days that I've thought, I really just would like love even just a sip of wine right now, but I didn't. And while it was difficult, it's nowhere near as difficult as it was in the years prior. So that has been what's been going on. So 10,000 steps, no candy, no alcohol, no store-bought wheat processed bread or wheat products. Yes, I had a little bit of homemade cookies last night. They were delicious. It was worth it. Zero regrets. And my body just does not react to homemade treats the way it does if I were to go get a crumble cookie or a nothing bundt cake, if you have those by you. It's just not the same. And so that's why I said in a prior video, there are levels to restriction. There's levels to it. That's why none of us need to be judging each other on here. People in this community or whatever community, they need to do what's best for them and their lifestyle and their resources. Let's remember resources. Resources come in the form of time, energy, and money at a minimum, those three types of resources. So some of us have more money than others, or more time, or more energy, or more mental space. So while you can watch other people's stories and journeys for inspiration, cherry pick. I don't discourage from watching other people, and not for the sake of comparison, but to give you new ideas and think, actually, I think I could do that. I want to try that. And that's what will keep this whole process very fun. So week 67, I tried something new. As I mentioned in a prior video, I am now on 6 milligrams of tirzepatide. So that's only up 1 milligram from the 5 milligrams that I was taking for over a year to get very close to my goal weight. So the 6 milligrams I took for about 3 or 4 weeks. Last week, week 67, I split it. So I took 3 milligrams on a Tuesday and took another 3 milligrams on a Saturday. And I feel like that worked really well for me. Today is Tuesday. So it's been 4 days since I took that last 3 milligrams. And I do notice a difference in my digestion, but that could be a combination of, the homemade cookies that I had last night, which obviously was a little bit more fat and sugar than I've been used to in the past week and a half. Or it could be the fact that I started taking digestive enzymes again. I noticed that regardless of what I ate, whether it was healthy or not, greasy or not, I could be burping it up the next day. Not like reflux, but just a burp, and you're just like, okay, that was like dinner from last night. Sorry, TMI. But I started taking Now Foods brand of super enzymes. They are the only brand that I've seen so far that has the combination that they have. And I've taken these off and on over 10 years, and it has helped me tremendously. I've never suffered from heartburn, but I have suffered from indigestion, where it just feels like the food is never going down and out as it should. And that was a turning point for me when a naturopathic doctor told me that you might actually need more stomach acid, because the stomach acid plays a huge role in so many other things, such as obviously digesting protein, fats, and other carbohydrates. And if you can digest those things, then it's going to come out of you, because like I've said before, I've suffered from constipation my entire life, as long as I can remember, even as a kid. And tirzepatide has changed that by a long shot for me. And the super enzymes help me even further, so that even when I do eat, it doesn't just sit there. Because with tirzepatide, you can eat a small amount and feel totally full and satisfied, but you still need to be able to digest it. In other news, I am still with Lavender Sky Health. I plan on doing a whole all about Lavender Sky Health video in coming videos. I am not sponsored by them. I do not have a discount code. I have tried to see if they do partnerships. I have not gotten a response. I emailed them like back in December, so 8 months ago. Haven't heard back, but that's fine. I'm just going to tell you what I like about them, who they are, what they offer, what I have purchased from them, what I plan on purchasing from them. Things are always changing in this peptide community, and so it's always fun to see what new is out there. I encourage you to find if you're on Compound, I encourage you to find the telehealth provider that you like, or unless you're getting it from like a local Medi-Spa or clinic, and always be looking, because why be loyal to a company? You need to find what works for you in your budget, and making sure it's a product that you like and it's something that you want. So while I sing Lavender Sky Health praises, I also have looked at Mochi, and I looked at them in the beginning. I looked at 10 to 20 different providers early on in my journey because it hit me that I was not going to be able to continue to afford going to the Medi Spa where it was $350 for only 4 syringes. So when I found out about vials and I could dose myself, I love to do things myself, then I realized that I could find somebody else. I settled on Lavender Sky Health months and months ago. I think it's been almost a year because I think my first order with them was August of 2024. And here it is, it's August 26, 2025. So, again, a year goes by fast. Get on them goals. So that's all for week 67.